Hey y'all, Serena Starlight Witch here. I hope everyone's doing well and fabulous. Check out this filter. This is adorable. It is so cute. I love it. So I have so much I want to talk about, I swear. But I don't have a lot of time, so I'm going to talk about what I can before I have to get in the shower and do some spells. So I'm going to talk about something that's controversial, something that most people don't believe in, and people who do believe in it, they have people who think that they are schizophrenic or just crazy, or this is information that people just haven't discovered yet. Because not a lot of people know about these things unless, you know, they read Dolores Cannon's books and they watch people like Laura Starr and, yeah, people like that. So I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'm going to say everything I talk about is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing is a fact, just my opinion, okay? So, yeah. Clutter. This video is kind of like continuing my conversation about plastic and people wasting their money on junk, buying stupid crap. If you buy more than what you need, not only do you waste your money, not only are part of ruining the planet, but you're creating clutter. Now, there are lots of things in our world that we cannot see with our physical eyes, and not just things that are no longer living. There are parasites. There are earthbound spirits, and earthbound spirits, just like, think of The Walking Dead. I kid you not. Earthbound spirits kind of remind me of The Walking Dead. They're everywhere. They're wandering. They're kind of slow and confused. And clutter opens up portals. Go watch Laura Starr on YouTube. She talks about this, but it's something that is very, very true. Clutter opens up portals, and a lot of things, hell, if not all things, can get through these portals, especially earthbound spirits. Earthbound spirits can do a lot of harm. Too much for me to talk about. They can cause addiction or amplify addiction. They can cause, you know, entertainment purposes only, metaphorically speaking, they can cause cancer, sickness. They can make people fight. Okay, they can just cause so many bad things that you would never imagine. This is why it's very important you cleanse yourself after leaving a cemetery, a hospital, any place where people died, including like things like a battleground, Indian burial grounds, things like that. So clutter is so bad. Okay, I tell people this all the time. I tell them, if you just cleaned your fucking house, it would solve 80% of your damn problems. If you just cleaned your damn house, your attic, your basement, your vehicle, it would solve like probably 75 to 80% of your freaking problems. Do people listen to me? No. They're either too damn sorry, they're too damn lazy, struggling with depression and anxiety, which I understand, but if you cleaned up, it would help with that. Or, you know, they come up with some other excuse. Most people, and I advise this to so many people, do they listen? I think one person listened to me, and it solved all of her issues quite literally. I'm like, yeah, there you go. I'm like, that's why I tell people, and most people don't listen. But this is something I'm going to have to talk about over time, because it is a long and depth discussion that can go on forever. But I'm going to talk about portals and clutter. You know, I don't even want to say what can come through a portal, because like I said, it's controversial. Most people will think you're crazy if you talk about it. But there are things, like I said, that is no longer alive, that does not have a physical body, like human spirits. But there are other things. There are things that are alive, but they're in another dimension. Like, they're in another dimension, so you can't see them, but they can take residence in your house. All negative things love trash. They love mess. They love clutter. And there are these certain, I don't even think entity is the right word, but there are these certain things that are all over the planet. They're very bad. They're very dangerous. They're very awful. I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want to affect my algorithm, my views, my subscribers, you know, because people think I'm crazy. If you're interested in learning more, go watch Astral Exploration with Laura Starr, and read Dolores Cannon's books. She also has a YouTube. So there are things that we cannot see with our physical eyes that can literally cause cancer, that can cause an array of issues, you know. And listen, this video is not sponsored in any way at all. Laura Starr does not even know I exist, okay? But if you are dealing with something very serious, go to her. She has a website. It's on her Facebook page, and book something called a clearing. Just go watch her videos. Go check out her content. If you're dealing with something very bad, like cancer, hearing voices, you're dealing with an attachment, earthbound attachment, parasitic, anything like that. She is, I mean, yeah, I can get rid of a lot of bad shit myself, but you know, I don't just care about money. I'm not just going to recommend myself. She's the best person to go to. No one is better at her than clearing someone of attachments, negativity. She clears everything, okay? Every freaking thing imaginable that could be wrong with your energy. She can even clear your house, okay? So she can close portals, cross over earthbound. She can do all sorts of things. So go check out her content. I mean, if you're dealing with an attachment, honestly, I wouldn't go to a practitioner. A practitioner can only do so much. I will say I'm very good at cleansing. I'm very good at removing attachments. I am very, very excellent. But Laura Starr is like an expert professional. Like, no one's better than her at fixing these issues, closing portals, crossing over earthbounds, you know, clearing out things that you wouldn't even be able to imagine exist. So if you've got something seriously wrong with you, especially a health problem that just came out of nowhere and it's aggressive, go to her. So yeah, watch her content so you can learn all this stuff. But yeah, my point is that clutter is extremely bad, okay? Clutter literally opens up portals in your house. If you have a cluttered basement, it will open up a portal. And like I said, she's the best one to go to close that. There's just so many things out there that we cannot see with our physical eyes. Things that only real mediums can see, and there's a lot of scamming ass mediums out there, okay? And Laura Starr has on her thing where she has recommendations for mediums that you can trust. But there's a lot of them, like, I wouldn't trust anyone from TikTok. I wouldn't trust anyone from, I would just be very careful. Most mediums are phonies. But the legit ones, like, what is that lady's name? She has a TV show, The Dead Files. There's a show called The Dead Files. She's a real freaking medium. But a real medium, they can see all of these things, okay? From my knowledge anyway, I'm pretty sure they can see all. I have very strong mediumship abilities. But my mediumship abilities is not fully trained, and I can't see everything all the time. So I'm like a medium who's still in training, who's still in progress, you know. My mediumship abilities is very different. It's hard to explain. But I really like fully open, fully trained, fully awakened, freaking fully gifted to the max medium can see all these things. The normal person can't. I mean, even a spiritually gifted person can't see all these things. But guys, I know it sounds crazy, but there are things, literally, not just one thing, not just, there's a whole world that we cannot see with our physical eyes, filled to the brim with things that we cannot see with our physical eyes. Things that used to be alive, things that were never alive, things that are alive. Literally, it is alive. But we can't see them because they're in another dimension, but they're there. And all of the negative things out there hate. Number one, they hate sage. That's why sage is so important. And so I don't like using it for like my spells or anything like that. And I'm not the biggest fan of it for lots of reasons. But most of these things, pretty much, not all of these things, but the majority of these things hate sage, hate eucalyptus, hate roses and rose essential oil. They hate loud, high vibrational music. So if you freaking smoke out your house with sage and play extremely loud, happy music that makes you dance, you know, anyway, most of the shit will skid out. I'm all over the place, guys. I'm sorry. But my point is, this goes with my plastic detox video on YouTube. Another reason why I hate seeing so much clutter is not just because of the plastic that's destroying the planet, not just because of the pollution and the waste and the wasting money, the chemicals. It's not just all these things, but it's a spiritual aspect as well. The more you fill your house, the worse it's going to be. The more stagnant your energy is going to be, the more cluttered, and it's going to open portals. It's going to open gateways that you can't clear yourself unless you've been trained by a mentor or something. You're going to have to hire someone. You're going to have to. I mean, you can if you're broke and have no money whatsoever, you can always call in Archangel Michael. I'm not the biggest fan of Jesus, but you can call him in, and Mother Mary. You can call those three in. You can call in the Ascended Masters. If you have no money, you can't hire a professional. That would be your best bet. The sage, the music, and calling in for help. But yeah, guys, you know, in hoarders houses, oh God, I don't know how people survive in a hoarder's house. Hoarders houses, like I said, these negative things, they love clutter, so they thrive. They have a freaking club freaking house party every single day in a hoarder's house. They love it. It is very important that you keep yourself, your house, your car. If you have barns, if you have a basement, an attic, it is very important you keep these things cleaned and organized. You know, and just stop buying shit you don't freaking need. You're supporting these greedy companies who don't give a crap about the world. You're wasting your money. You're exposing yourself to chemicals, because pretty much everything that's made on our planet is made with chemicals, unfortunately. You're better off supporting a small business, a farm, or making things yourself. But yeah, and you're just filling up your house with more and more stuff with this, which is going to create portals. Like I said, stagnant energy, negative energy. Dust is a big no. Dust is very bad. And believe it or not all cobwebs are bad. If you have spiders making webs, that can be a sign of protection. But if you have them a lot, that's not good. Anyway, I just want to talk about the clutter and how much bad it causes. It's very important that you keep yourself and your shit clean. Okay, I mean, even your car. You know, it's very important. There are things out there that can ruin your life. People don't listen to me when I tell them this. There are things out there that can ruin your life, and they're drawn by filth. They're drawn by things that stink. They're drawn by clutter, nasty. It's very important you keep your dishes clean. It's very important you keep your trash took out. It's very important that as soon as you smell something bad, you get rid of it. It's very important you keep yourself clean. It's very important you keep yourself and house smelling good. But use natural things like essential oils. These things are very important, and I'm gonna have to go through a small list at least on what these things can do. But they can cause severe health problems. They can unalive you. They deeply affect children and pets. Nightmares, money issues, romantic issues, house issues, plumbing, electrical. They can just make your life a living hell. You know, your life is supposed to be peaceful. I mean, yes, shit happens, life will life, but for the most part, you're supposed to be living a peaceful life. If you are dealing with arguments and stress, and there's probably something going on. But people come to me all the time, oh, I'm having arguments, oh, I'm financial issues, and I tell them clean their house, declutter, oh, it's too much work, I have too much junk, too much clutter. I'm like, well, you know, do like one room at a time, or one space at a time, but you gotta get rid of it. If you don't get rid of it, well, good luck, because you're gonna have a very shitty, awful life. I mean, I'm just being for real. I'm, as someone with spiritual abilities, with psychic abilities, I'm very sensitive to energy, and I've gotten to where I'm so sensitive. The more gifted I am, the more gifted I become, the stronger my gifts get. I've noticed I'm getting more sensitive to it, to the point where I'm having to cleanse every day, to the point where just seeing one piece of dish in the sink, I can literally feel the negativity off of it. And you need to learn how to cleanse and clean at the same time. Like, you know, wash stuff in lemon, with lemon juice, you know, squeeze a lemon to your, you know, when you wash your dishes and you fill the sink up with water, put some lemon juice in there and bless it. Bless the lemon first. Say, I bless this lemon for cleansing, purification, and crossing. You want to cleanse and clean at the same time. That way you're killing two birds with one stone. You're cleaning and get rid of the negativity at the same time. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I get really irritated, you know, with people, because, and I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, but most people are lazy and they don't care and they wonder why their life is shit. And I tell them, you know, like I said, if you were to just declutter your life, clean your life, and get rid of shit you don't need, take things to the Goodwill, stop buying shit that you truly don't need. Like, I have a bad habit of buying too many tarot decks and oracle decks, and just the other day I was like, I have enough, I'm gonna stop buying some. And then I removed a bunch of them off of my wish list. So if you would just keep things clean and organized and declutter, stop buying junk, like, a lot of your problems can be resolved without you having to hire someone. Now, like I said, if you got a serious issue, you're going to need to go to someone like Laura for help, to close those doors, to get rid of it. And then as long as you keep things clean and you cleanse, you shouldn't have any more problems, to be honest with you. But yeah, this video is just like an add-on discussion of, you know, the plastic detox I was talking about and buying junk. So there's a spiritual reason why buying junk is bad. I mean, if you're buying cute stuff, like freaking cute little, I don't know, angel statue or a freaking cute little pink blanket. I don't know. Even if it looks cute and adorable, if it's adding more clutter to your house, the entities don't give a crap. It's more clutter and more food and mess for them, you know. So yeah, guys, just like, stop wasting your money. Stop buying so much crap. Stop cluttering your house. It's like energetically, it's disgusting. Like, I see people have all this stuff, and like they have all this nice fancy stuff, and I don't get jealous. I don't get envious. I don't go, oh, you got nice stuff. No, I literally get, like, you got way too much stuff. All this energy is like, not trying to judge, but like, you need to slow down on the buying, on the consumerism, because it's not bad. It's not good. I mean, for your energy, it's bad for you. And it doesn't just affect you. It affects your pet. It affects everything in the household. So yeah. Anyway, I just want to talk about that. I can talk about this forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. So I will make more videos. But yeah, my point is, get rid of the clutter. Stop buying shit you don't need. Declutter your life. Save your money. Fix your energy. Anyway, guys, if you're looking for readings, go check out my Etsy shop. If you're in need of spell work, go check out my coffee shop. Please go subscribe to my YouTube. I have a lot of information, a lot of knowledge. There's a lot of stuff on there. And yeah, I love you guys. Thank you for the support. I love each and every one of you. I am so grateful for each and every one of you. Anyway, bye.